Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, Earthlings. We meet again. The video today is regarding an apparent smear campaign against our Prince of Wales, Prince William. Here we go. We're in this hamster wheel, aren't we? Certain people want back in with the royal family because they want money, because they can't make any successful business ventures on their own without sucking the life out of their titles. There's a sticking block known as Prince William. He doesn't want them back, and I don't blame him one bit. I think I'd feel exactly the same. So, the usual has happened. All the puff piece, olive branches and all that we've seen over the weeks, and how Harry's pining for the UK, wants to go back, blah, blah, blah. And then none of that's working. So here comes the tantrum. This article is in Newsweek, written by Jack Royston. Now, Jack, I find it very hard to believe you've done this off your own back. I feel this is paid for, this was wanted, this was encouraged by certain parties to do this. And I think, again, what a certain person, a certain madam is not understanding is people don't like bitchiness. People don't like the royal family being attacked. And this puff piece is going to make Harry and Meghan themselves even more unpopular than they were before, if that is at all possible at this stage in the game. So I'm going to read out and we'll go through it. I'll have breaks and we'll talk about this smear campaign, which I found this morning by Jack Royston, who is billed as the chief royal correspondent. Jack Royston, now where have I heard that name before? Something to do with Yankee Wally, Christopher Boozy, Ellie Hall. Is it that Jack Royston? Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? It's entitled, and I shall put a link, Prince William's Biggest Scandals. So let's go through these, shall we? I'm sure, as you can imagine, they're pretty pathetic and they're not scandals at all. But what they do is make all of what Harry and Meghan have done over the last 4 years even worse. So I am thinking to myself, maybe Jack is being paid by the Prince of Wales to do this. Because with friends like this, they don't need any enemies. Prince William has been engulfed, now there's a strong word, isn't there, in a number of past public storms. Engulfed in storms, what strong language. From racism allegations to an awkward breakup with Princess Kate, he puts. Would that be the Princess of Wales? Catherine, Princess of Wales? Would that be who you're talking about, Jack? Or are you on nickname terms with our Princess of Wales? Prince Harry argued in his memoir that he had been sacrificed as the spare to save his brother's squeaky clean reputation, though Britain's next king has still had his crisis moments. Oh, engulfed, storms, crises. If ever Harry was a spare, it's right now, walking 10 paces behind his wife and virtually curtsying to her in front of everyone on planet Earth. I'd say that's pretty spare. Not even a spare. I saw a comment this morning that someone said, if Meghan thought she was going to get a spare, I think she got a flat tyre. Tabloids nicknamed him Work-shy Wills. Animal rights groups accused him of hypocrisy. And as recently as this year, marriage gossip entered the mainstream via Stephen Colbert. Right, so even as recently as this year, you're choosing this moment, Royston, when you know damn well that Catherine has been diagnosed with cancer, is going through stuff. You're choosing this moment to try and diss William. Can anyone else see how this is not going to work? Who is this going to make more hated? I'm thinking Meghan and Harry, not Prince William. Breaking up with Kate by phone, and then I won't bore you with all of that. Oh yeah, William wanted to be certain, basically, Royston. He wanted to be certain. What Prince William didn't want to do was hook up with somebody and after a nanosecond marry them and fuck his own life up. Like, oh, I can't think who else might have done that. Yeah, I think there was someone else in the royal family once upon a time. They're not in the royal family anymore. I think there was, who married some person very, very quickly and ill-advisedly, against everybody's advice of take your time, wait it out. Right? Maybe that was because William knew one day he will be king, and the other idiot was never going to be king. It's not going to happen. Don't worry about line of succession. What's the next scandal? Oh, work-shy. Work-shy William. Where does the work-shy William come from when we see William out and about? Oh, would this be the same Prince of Wales who has formed the Earthshot Prize? After decades and decades of hearing people moaning about global warming, yada, 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 finally someone has come along and said, let's stop moaning about it and complaining about it and let's come up with some solutions to fix it. Would that be the Earthshot Prize that attracts A-listers and is hugely successful? What is it that Meghan and Harry have done lately that's successful? A high point of the scandal came when he skipped the Commonwealth Day service at Westminster Abbey in March 2017 to go skiing in Verbier, Switzerland. Oh, you naughty boy, William. My goodness. That's the best dirt that you can dig up, Royston? Yeah? Yeah? He went skiing. Okay. Shocking, isn't it, guys? Shocking. Shocking as shit. William, you should be ashamed of yourself. Dirty dancing is another scandal. Oh my God. Prince William went dancing. That same ski holiday delivered William another royal scandal that had less to do with missing Commonwealth Day and more to do with some late-night dancing. The Sun published footage of Prince William at a bar with what appeared to be his hand on a woman's waist. Oh my God. Accompanied by the headline, "What Will's Kate Say?" Wow. Scraping barrel. Really, Royston? Nothing changes, does it? Hunting hypocrisy. Now, this one, I mean, in the actual article, it says this is bullshit, so I'll take my hat off to Royston. In February 2014, William spoke out against poaching at the London Conference of Illegal Wildlife Trade at the capital's Natural History Museum just days after hunting wild boar in Spain. While his trip was not illegal, it was described as ill-timed during a backlash while wildlife charities suggested the royal should tackle crimes closer to home in Scotland. Dominic Dyer of charity Care for the Wild told Channel 4 News, "I think it's rather hypocritical of Prince William to be addressing what is a genuine concern about global wildlife criminal activity when he's not actually really addressing what's happening in areas where he's hunting in the UK, for example, where you're seeing the killing of beautiful endangered species like the golden eagle." So far it sounds like Prince William's been shooting golden eagles, right? Oh, hang on a minute. This is where Royston actually says, sorry, this part of the article is actually bullshit, so I suppose we're getting a bit of progress. There is no suggestion the royals hunted the golden eagle, but they do shoot grouse lawfully in Scotland. Right. Grouse, golden eagle, the Ukraine war. This is another scandal. Prince William. Prince William was slammed by Bernice King, daughter of Martin Luther King, over remarks he made about Russia's invasion of Europe during March 2022 visit to Ukraine Cultural Centre in London. He said everyone was horrified at what they were witnessing in Europe. I think his remarks were that Europe had not seen war of that level in recent times. Bernice King wrote on X, horrific comment. European people ran roughshod over the continent of Africa, pillaging communities, raping women, enslaving human beings, colonising for profit and power, stealing resources, causing generational devastation, and European nations continue to harm Africa. I believe that we have a great deal of work to do globally to eradicate what my father called the triple evils of militarism, racism and poverty. I believe that language matters in that work, and that it is harmful for a global figure to express war as alien to Europe. Right, okay, wow, you really put your foot in it there, didn't you, William? So there was the outbreak, the invasion of Ukraine, and a lot of stuff going down, and William goes, oh, that's really bad. Oh my God, all of a sudden, you're responsible for fucking everything. Literally everything, William. You naughty boy. How scandalous. Tusk Convention Awards. William was accused of racism over comments he made about the impact of human population on the environment in Africa. Human population. So, I mean, no specific gender, no specific colour, just human, you know. All humans, because there are resources in Africa that are used and other places in the world, rainforest, South America, for the benefit of people all over the planet, of varying genders and colour and stuff like that. Oh no, but that's not how that was translated by somebody called Franklin Leonard, a movie executive and founder of The Blacklist, wrote on X, there are too many Africans is quite the position. Now, I don't think Prince William said there are too many Africans. He was talking about mankind exploiting natural resources. I don't seem to recall him saying there are too many Africans, but feel free to twist the shit out of his words. Welsh football. Oh my God, here we go. Welsh football. William dared to support the England team, and yet is the Prince of Wales. The audacity of it. That's our water pump, by the way, where it kicks in all the time when someone's running a tap. You naughty boy, William. You naughty, naughty boy. Marriage gossip. Yes, they've had to go there. Marriage gossip. Even in light of the fact that the Princess of Wales has been incredibly brave and open about her treatment and her cancer. In March, Stephen Colbert brought into mainstream long-standing gossip about Prince William's marriage. So, yeah, we're going there, are we, Royston? Which had been denied by the palace years earlier. Late Show host said on air, the kingdom has been all aflutter by the seeming disappearance of Kate Middleton. Internet sleuths are guessing that Kate's absence may be related to her husband, the future King of England, William, having an affair. Right, so let's just digest that. We all remember these distasteful comments and the fact that the princess went viral, literally, or broke the internet. Do you really think it's appropriate to put all this in an article today, Royston? To rake all of that up. So while the poor lady is going through a very difficult time, and William and their children, you think it's a really good idea to rake up the fact that some idiot, Stephen Colbert, an unfunny comedian, thought it would be funny to joke about affairs and stuff. He does go on to say Colbert tried to retract his comments. It's the most feeble apology ever. Colbert apparently said, when I made those jokes that upset some people, and even before her diagnosis was revealed, I can understand that. Oh, bless you, Stephen Colbert. That's so nice of you to understand that cancer's kind of a bad thing. Oh, you lovely little kitten. I mean, a lot of my jokes have upset people in the past, and I'm sure some of my jokes will upset people in the future. But there's a standard that I try to hold myself to, and that is I do not make light of somebody else's tragedy. But you did, Stephen Colbert. And Jack Royston's here raking it all up again. But that's a scandal for William. That's not shame on Stephen Colbert. That's not shame on a load of the Sussex squad that put out all those horrible rumours about the Princess of Wales while she is undergoing treatment for cancer. Oh, don't let cancer stop you guys. You continue. And this is the final scandal, and I think this is the one that's going to stick in everybody's throat, certainly stuck in mine. His rift with Prince Harry, and now we meet the meat in the sandwich. By far, the biggest and most enduring scandal William has faced has been around the rift with Prince Harry and, highlighted in red, Meghan Markle, which has had numerous instalments over many years. That's William's scandal. The fact that his tit of a brother married Meghan Markle. So this, I'll put a link in the description. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable that they would even go there. This is why I wonder, I feel Royston has been encouraged to write this, because he comes across to me as someone who's not entirely, totally stupid. And whoever's idea that article was is totally stupid. That is a bitch move. This is the beginning, I believe, of a smear campaign of the Prince of Wales. Because obviously going on TV and slagging people off like family members, that turned out to be really successful, didn't it? In fact, I do recall Markle used to have an agent called Nick something or other. She'd had him for years and years and years. And when she did that Oprah interview, I mean, I knew instantly, you idiot, Markle, you idiot, you have literally just shot yourself in both feet. This is the end. If you ever wanted any kind of a career in Hollywood, this was the killer. You literally killed off your own career. But I knew that the reason that she did it was so that the phone would start ringing and she'd get offers from Hollywood. I believe that's why she did the whole thing. Partly it was a little bit of revenge, you know, I would flex my muscles, have a go at the royal family. But I think a lot of it, she thought Hollywood's going to feel sorry for her and come running. Well, I distinctly remember that 2 weeks after that Oprah interview, she fired Nick. And I can well imagine her calling him up every day. How many offers have come in? None. Well, call people. I have, and they didn't return my calls. Some of them put the phone down, and some of them, I can't tell you what they said. What about Tom Cruise? He's one of the ones who's not returning the phone calls. What about Jennifer Aniston? Well, she never really liked you in the first place. Angelina Jolie? No. The Beckhams? Well, forget them, I don't like them. And I believe that because it couldn't possibly be Meghan's fault that Hollywood wasn't coming knocking, that it was this poor Nick's fault who was flicked. Now, he wasn't a member of staff, so I suppose he doesn't count for the 18. So this is out the playbook. It will be a car park or pat walk next, won't it? So just have a go at the royal family. There've already been loads of threats that she's going to write a memoir. Let her write a memoir. Who cares? I will definitely not buy it, because she's not actually a member of the royal family. I bought Harry's because it's a historical document. You know, the guy actually did put all that in a book, so I've got a copy of it so I can hold him to it. But I mean, her, well. So there you go. Those are all the scandals that they could pull up on William, the Prince of Wales. And they have to do this again at this time. What do you make of that, guys? I truly think that she's got some kind of medical condition, you know. She's not thinking straight if she's behind that. And I just can't feel that Royston himself would think it was a great idea to write an article like that of supposed scandals. There is nothing scandalous in that. In fact, there's no substance in any of the allegations. They're just quoting people on X who had a strange opinion of something that the Prince of Wales may or may not have said. They make allegations that he's killed golden eagles, followed up by, oh, actually, he's never killed any golden eagles. And, well, I'm speechless. It's, I don't know why anybody works for Harry and Meghan on their PR team. People must be now thinking, my God, what a poison chalice. Anyway, those are just my thoughts and opinions. I see these things pop up. Of course, I look forward to hearing your thoughts and opinions, which I'm sure will be varied as usual. See you in the comments below. Thank you very much for listening.